Okay, so the Season 10 preview has been announced, and a lot of you have come into my stream telling me that Sea of Thieves is dead, and basically saying that the game is over and they're doing all the wrong things. I haven't watched this. I've barely played any of Insiders, so I don't really know what's coming. I'm going to watch this, I'm going to react, I'm going to try and analyze it a little bit, and then I'm going to give my opinion. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it.
Hello and welcome to the Sea of Thieves Season 10 preview. We're going to be hearing from the team here at Rare as they give us the lowdown on the headline features coming to Sea of Thieves as part of Season 10. With a whole new way to engage in social play to a competitive experience within the shared world, and an exciting new feature that'll fundamentally change how you play the game. We're bringing an incredible amount of new features to Season 10. So to get things started, let's go over to Sea of Thieves creative director, Mike Chapman.
Change how the game plays? Okay, let's have a look. Season 10, double digits.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your patience and understanding regarding the delay to Season 10. We know that Season 9 has run exceptionally long. But what this means is that Season 10 will now very much be a super season.
What does that mean?
When Season 10 launches on October 19th,
it's a cool shirt. I like that shirt.
It will feature the experience originally planned for Season 10. But for November will include the experience we planned for Season 11.
Oh.
And for December, something a little bit different. A new way to play and enjoy Sea of Thieves. Something we've been thinking about for a very long time.
That sounds good. They're doing monthly content, kind of. Because of how long Season 9's been, they're doing Season 10. They're bringing Season 11 content into Season 10. So they're going to have to redo Season 11. Okay,
but
and there's something
now,
in December.
I'm going to hand over to Shelley and James, who will talk you through the first feature that will be launching with Season 10 on October 19th. Guilds.
I wonder how many shots
in Season 10,
took.
we're introducing guilds, which is a new way for players to form meaningful bonds beyond their immediate crew and builds on the uniquely engaging social gameplay of Sea of Thieves.
So it's like a clan.
We believe that being part of a crew and playing together is one of the best ways to experience Sea of Thieves.
I mean, I don't hate the idea.
Experience to more players more regularly. Guilds bring players together under a shared name and identity with common goals, which really give.
Sorry if you hear me like sniffing, by the way. I'm fucking ill as shit. I'll try and cut out as many as I can, but I might miss a few here or there.
Gives players that framework to experience the best of the shared social gameplay.
With guilds, you can have 24 of your friends, or enemies if you like to keep them close, in the guild with you at any one time. We kept it at 24 so the experience was an intimate affair, making sure that you knew everyone who was contributing to your success.
Any captain who has their own ship is able to create a new guild because you need that very first ship to be pledged into the guild. But beyond that, anybody can join the guild, whether they're a captain or not.
When you set up a guild, you get to choose a few unique properties on it. You get to give it a name, something unique to speak to your guild members. You get to give it a motto to make sure that you're all striving for the same goal. And also, you can choose the branding, the pictures, the iconography that really will show your guild off.
Once you join a guild, you
can
put
Joe Neat's face on a guild emblem
into the guild, and you can also choose whether or not to share it with your guild mates. If you share it, they can take it out even when you're not online. All your cosmetics and your identity, all your trinkets and paintings, everything will be as you left it. And then you can even progress the captaincy milestones on that ship while you're offline.
No matter whether you want to go and collect loot, whether you want to fight under the hourglass, any action you take in the Sea of Thieves will progress your milestones forward. Even better, you can progress while you're offline. Your friends can be sailing under your guild banner when you're away on holiday or asleep. So you'll come back refreshed and possibly with a shiny new hat.
As everyone in your guild contributes to earning that shared guild reputation together, you will unlock new unique rewards for you and your guild. And you can even earn a distinction at every 100
so they're kind of doing prestige type thing.
Further rewards.
Guilds
brings players together like never before.
But for guilds, but this means they're doing like a distinction thing, which is like prestiging. They could roll that further into the reputation trading companies. It's okay, that's not bad. It shows that they're looking into it, into the possibility, and this could just be the test. Like they're testing it on guilds before they roll it out.
See the guilds you create when Season 10 launches on October 19th.
That's still like a month away.
Season 10, we're launching a brand new voyage called the Skull of Siren Song. The Skull of Siren Song is our first...
Okay, well, first of all, we'll just recap the guilds. So guilds, if you've ever played like Clash of Clans or something like that, is basically just that. You can join a team with your friends. You all play while on your ships, which are in the guild. This progresses the guild's level. From the guild's level, you get rewards. Okay, I have no issue with that. It's pretty cool, brings people together, gives you another kind of, I guess it gives some people an incentive to play, like I'm not going to be grinding guild reward cosmetics unless they're absolutely insane, which I doubt they are. But yeah, I don't hate it. I think that's a pretty good addition. It's passive. The main issue is what happens when you get max level in your guild, right? Do you just make another one? Do you just leave and make a new one? Like, where does it end? Are they going to bring out guild battles? I'm assuming that's what they're on about. In December, they'll bring out guild battles. And then what you get trinkets from that. Like, I really hope they bring out good cosmetics for these rewards. If they do guild battles, that is. Or just bring good cosmetics, man.
Competitive voyage, and it'll see players share the same treasure maps and compete and race to collect a single piece of treasure. Like other world events, the Skull of Siren Song will appear randomly throughout your session. And when it's active, you'll see this ghostly note appear pinned into the mast. And you can interact with that, opt your crew into the event and take part.
When this voyage becomes active and you see that note on your map,
okay, that's cool.
You know that every other crew in the server is also seeing that. And they become potential rivals as you all seek out the Skull of Siren Song.
I like
this sense of mystery around the other crews that may or may not be hunting down the same treasure as you provides real tension, especially to the start of these shared voyages. You'll spend much of your time scanning the horizon, searching for sails that could be approaching, with the view of taking your hard-earned treasure.
So once you've accepted the voyage, the ghost...
Well, it's not your hard-earned treasure. You're both going for the treasure.
...of Captain Briggsy will appear on your ship and set you on the hunt for the Skull of Siren Song. So it's this high-intensity race for all crews headed towards this one piece.
Right, so I'm guessing you're going to have to sell like 25 of them to get a fucking piece of cloth on your leg.
Treasure.
At the start,
you're going to get a piece of cloth literally sewn into your leg. That's the reward, I bet.
Every crew who opts in will receive 2 maps. One leads to a key, and the other to a chest.
And once players have dug up those two items, they have to combine them to open the chest and retrieve the Skull of Siren Song.
So in the early stages of the voyage, one crew might have the key, and another might have the chest. And at any point, these items could come together or change hands, or a new ship may arrive and take both of them. And this kind of unpredictability makes these stages really exciting, as no one's quite sure what's about to happen, and you have to react to all sorts of different circumstances.
So what I love about it is the quest isn't over till it's over. Someone might have the key, someone might have the chest, but you can see the beacons in the sky.
Hold on. One person has the key. One person has the chest. I'm starting to see an issue with this. What if the kid with the key just wants to run away for 3 hours until you have to log off or go to bed? Huh? What's stopping them from doing that? That's my initial worry. We'll see if they have anything against that.
Track them on the world map table, and you can ultimately sail well, play well together as a crew, and intercept them and steal the treasure for yourself.
Once the chest has been
opened... but what if they just run into the wind on a sloop for 2 hours? What if they run to Shores of Gold and you don't have Shores of Gold? What if they just do anything to just not fight you?
The Skull of Siren Song belongs to the crew who opened it, at least for now. This new item is a powerful weapon that can be used against other crews.
So it's like an Ashenwind skull.
But it also comes with its own set of challenges.
So once you've got the skull on board, you have to protect it with your crew. But that skull is cursed, and that's going to make your ship slow down, which means other crews will slowly start to catch you up. So whether you've got the skull on board or whether you're chasing after the skull, it's not over until it's over.
This slowing down of the lead ship makes for some really tense moments, as you almost can't avoid combat. We think this voyage is really exciting because it's a more focused, competitive voyage that can take place as part...
Okay, so if you have the skull, you can't run away, really. But if you have the key or the chest, you can.
Normal Sea of Thieves.
Interesting.
The unpredictable nature of when it's going to start and who else may be battling you for this treasure is an exciting moment to have, and crews will have to adapt and react to this if they want to be the ones to claim the skull for themselves.
We're really excited to see the Skull of Siren Song bring players together in this competitive voyage, and you'll be able to play it yourself in November.
That also makes me think maybe they might consider or not consider, this opens up the possibility for them doing, if you have a certain amount of chests on your boat, you begin to slow down. Like, they could eventually do that to prevent people running, but then at the same time, I don't think they would want to force people to have to fight. They want to give people the option, so I don't think they would actually ever do that. Annoyingly, but it kind of makes sense why they wouldn't.
As you saw there, we've got some great new experiences coming to Season 10. Social play has always been at the heart of Sea of Thieves, and that's why we're so excited to bring player-created guilds to the game. And just that idea of racing to find the treasure against other pirate crews in the world is why we're so excited for the Skull of Siren Song. But as we look to December, we've got something a little bit different planned.
Guild
Wars. As we look back on the journey we've been on creating Sea of Thieves, right from our original launch back in March 2018 to where we are today with the game and its community. One of the most passionate and resounding pieces of feedback from both existing fans, but also players intrigued by Sea of Thieves, is the desire
I'm not hopeful for
to play outside of the shared world. The ability to experience pirate adventures in Sea of Thieves on your own or just with your chosen friends. This is something we've thought long and hard about. How do we provide players with the ability to do that, while also safeguarding what's so unique and magical about the shared world of Sea of Thieves? After lots of consideration, we believe we've got the answer.
So this is what everyone in chat was on about. Here we go.
Is a new way of playing and enjoying Sea of Thieves. It allows you to play alone or with up to 3 chosen friends in a private world in Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
What's really important to stress is that the game that Sea of Thieves represents today, all of that shared world magic of the game, that continues to be the primary way of playing the game. But the adventure mode in Sea of Thieves will now give you 2 distinct options. High Seas, the game as it is today, but also Safer Seas, and that new way to play and enjoy the game. Over the last 5 years of creating Sea of Thieves, the game has grown into this huge experience with so many diverse aspects to it. And the reality of that is, we want to teach people how to play the game, but we also don't want to lose the joy of discovery. So the way we think about Safer Seas is as a great way to learn the essentials of Sea of Thieves, to be able to learn the flow and the pace of the game before then moving on to High Seas. And alongside allowing newer players to get to grips with the game,
but it
also allows experienced players to truly immerse themselves in the world and take it at their own pace, experiment and see everything the world's got to offer on their own terms. So we see Safer Seas as very much a complementary way of enjoying Sea of Thieves, a new way to enjoy the game with your friends or to immerse yourself in the world. Safer Seas won't evolve separately with its own unique features. It just provides that new window into experiencing Sea of Thieves for the first time. So when we think about the specifics of what progression means in Safer Seas,
stop with the waffle, man. Just tell me what I want to know.
Be a way to learn about the game, learn about the systems.
Yeah, I get that.
But it will be at 30%.
30% progression and gold
of what you'd earn in High Seas.
I mean, that's
so both
okay,
progression
cool.
and gold will be earned, but at 30%.
That's cool,
in terms of progression in trading companies, your progression will be limited
40.
to level 40. So the choice with that cap is very much deliberate.
Level
40. All the multitude of unique voyages across those trading companies and experience what it feels like to move up through the promotions of each of those trading companies. But crucially,
I don't think 40 is a good one.
To become a pirate legend in Safer Seas.
Yeah, but you basically
can. The Athena's Fortune trading company that represents pirate legends, its voyages, its activities, commendations, rewards won't be available at all in Safer Seas. So alongside that, there's a whole host of experiences that we don't believe are...
So exclusive to High Seas, Pirate Legend, Reputation Gold for Athena's Fortune, Reaper's Bones, Hourglass, Captain Your Own Ship, Sail as part of a guild sail. So sailing as an emissary. You can't do an emissary. Live events such as Golden Glory.
Right, for Safer Seas. The PvP focus of the Reaper's Bones and the ability to play seas, the ability to join one of the company emissaries. So High Seas very much remain.
Okay, I think level 40 is too high. I think if they really want to give people the opportunity to experience the voyages, just cap it to 25. Because at 25, you unlock gold vaults, you unlock lost shipments, you unlock ghost fleets. Yeah, they're the lowest tier, but you get to experience them. You just don't get incredible loot. What's the point in doing 40? Well, like, what benefit does 40 have over 25? Because people can still go in there, they just won't earn anything. They just won't be earning reputation. They can still earn a tiny bit of gold, but they won't be earning any more reputation. It's almost like it should become locked after you hit 40 in everything, which I guess people could just, you know, hold off on getting one level in merchant or whatever. But still, I get it. You want to make it easier for new players to be able to experience the game. You know, as they showed footage, you want new players to be able to go down into a shrine and come back and their ship is still there. Because if you're new, you've just downloaded the game, you've seen this blue portal on top of the seas, you go down, you go in, you spend an hour because you don't know what the bloody hell you're doing, and then you come back and your ship's gone, I'd be pissed. So I get it. I completely get it, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think level 40 is too high, and it should also become locked at a certain period. Well, actually, in fairness, it is basically just a private server for one ship. It would help me do things and not have to set up a full custom server. I just think maybe don't lock it, but definitely lower the level, because I just think it's too close to level 50, which is, or used to be, the max, and level 50 is Pirate Legend. So you can go and get 40 in all three. Then as soon as you go into high seas, go and do a couple Fort of the Damned, be 50 in one of them, go and do another couple Fort of the Damned, be 50 in Order of Souls, and then just go and do a bunch of lost shipments and get your merchant up. Like you'll hit Pirate Legend in under 20 hours in high seas, or if you get 40 in safer seas. I just think 40 is way too high.
And that primary and aspirational mode of play in Sea of Thieves. But Safer Seas provides you this alternative way to learn the basics, the rhythm and pace of the game. There's a lot more to share, and we'll be sharing specifics about what's available in each mode as we get closer to our launch in December. We believe Safer Seas unlocks whole new Sea of Thieves experiences. That idea of going on a pirate adventure with your family, exploring the world at your own pace, the ability to immerse yourself in the storytelling of the world, playing all of those.
Yeah, like all of this, I get it, yeah.
Maybe going on a fishing trip with your friends, or capturing cool video content to share.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's good.
Scanning the horizon for other unknown players, we believe that Safer Seas will lend itself a completely.
I still think you should be able to choose what outposts you spawn at.
Your story
in custom servers and now Safer Seas. Let me choose where I'm spawning,
you can have on the high seas. This is the right time to bring Safer Seas to the game. The game over the years has evolved to be so big and diverse, with all of these wonderful experiences on offer. We want to provide an effective way for new players to come into the game and understand what makes it so special. And as we look to the future of the game, we're more excited than ever to make this the best pirate game possible. If you like pirates...
Wait, is this the thing they were on about that they're releasing in December? The new way to play the game?
In Sea of Thieves for you. That's why we're so excited.
This doesn't help anyone who's played the game before. December doesn't mean anything to me. All it's going to really do is allow me to get more content for videos. But I'm not playing Sea of Thieves at the moment. That really isn't much of a... I don't know, I think December's going to be very missed. As in, it's going to miss, it's not going to hit. November sounds okay, and October sounds alright. I don't think it's enough to last a season. Maybe it depends how long the season lasts. December isn't adding anything to the new season. It's not content. It's just another way to play the game and do whatever. It's not content. November and October are content. October's content may last towards the end of November if you play casually, and then November it will last because you'll be making progress towards your guild doing the Siren voyage. So maybe like halfway through December. At the most optimistic level, it will last. So we'll see. But
for Safer Seas and the future ahead next year.
With these three headline features arriving as part of Sea of Thieves Season 10, this is going to be our biggest season ever. On October 19th, with guilds, You'll be able to play with others under a shared identity, creating meaningful social bonds, all while engaging in a new progression route that'll unlock some incredible new rewards. In November, with the Skull of Siren Song, you can take part in a fast-paced adventure, battling against other crews in an action-packed race to be the first to claim a powerful ancient artifact. And in December, with Safer Seas, you'll have the option to head out onto the Sea of Thieves and engage with the world at your own pace. Whether you're sharpening your skills at a seafort or taking on one of our many tall tales, this will allow you to experience a large portion of Sea of Thieves in your own way. We're incredibly excited for you all to experience
I should have just watched this.
I
should have just watched the end of the video
this, of
and
course,
reacted to
is
that.
just part of what we're bringing with Season 10. Keep an eye on our social channels for more information about what else is coming as part of the season and for more detailed looks about the features we've mentioned today. We're now at the end of this Season 10 preview, so thank you so
what do I think? It's just like every other season, isn't it? To be honest, it is. It's just another. It's just Season 7 again. It's just another Season 7. It will last a little bit. Guilds are nice, but they're passive. It's not adding content. It's just adding achievements, basically, right? And a way to engage with people a bit more. So nothing crazy. And then November, a new voyage, which is cool. But that, as we've seen with like loads of times when Season 2 and Fort of Fortune came out, lasted a maximum a month and then everyone stopped caring. So the same thing's probably going to happen with this. I think there'll always be 2 crews at least on a server going for it most of the time. And then December, well, it's just not great now, is it? It's just a bit shit. Like it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything good for high seas. It's just gonna make the seas more dead and allow people to do whatever they want offline. And yeah, I mean, I get it. It makes sense. I'm not hating on it, but I'm not loving it. It is what it is. It's coming to the game. It's a good idea for one reason, and it's a bad idea for other reasons. It's just, it depends on how you play the game. That depends how you're going to take it. Overall, do I think the game is dead from this update? No, I don't. I think it's gonna maintain new players, so it's gonna create a more sustainable gameplay for them and allow them to keep playing for longer, because they won't be coming back to the ship after an hour and it not being there. But it will also make open seas or high seas a lot deader. And if you're mainly a PvP player who just likes open world PvP, it's probably going to be a little bit tougher, which is nice. But it also means it's going to be less frequent. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, my cat's come to join me. Say hi. Say hi. Come on, say hi. She doesn't want to say hi. You might have heard her. Anyway, this update's a bit about as mid as every other season update. I like the guilds, but there's nothing crazy. Voyage, just like every other voyage, will die off. And then Season 10 or in December, that's just not going to add anything to the game. On to Season 11, guys. If you're not here to just grind voyages and gold and stuff like that, which is what the guild commendations are going to be, just earn a certain amount of gold, complete X amount of voyages, sail X amount of voyages on a crewmate's shared ship, that sort of stuff. If you're not into that, this season just isn't going to be for you for the most part. You'll probably come in, try the new voyage, and then disappear again until Season 11. So ultimately, this isn't really going to be bringing many people back to the game for a long period of time. People are going to come. My cat is currently headbutting the microphone, sorry. People are going to come back, check it out, leave, just like every other update. There's no reason for people to stay for this update for one voyage and maybe a guild where you can play with your friends. But most people's friends have already quit playing the game and aren't going to touch the game again. So yeah, a bit of a weird one. They need to do an update which is going to bring people back in, like a good update, which is going to bring people back in and hook them. But I don't know how that would be possible or what they can do at this point. So we'll see what the future holds for the Sea of Thieves. But this update gets a solid 5 out of 10. It is about as mid as it could probably get. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you whenever I decide to upload again.